But that's the question for this video. Did you feel the same about the cameos? Did the cameos take you out? When you saw Jack Black and Lizzo at that table, did you like, what is this? Or were you like me and I was like, oh, Jack Black, oh, look at that. I never knew he was in it. I never knew. What's good people? Welcome to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking that thumbnail. My name is Corey, and today we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian, Chapter 22. And allow me to say that we're not doing much of a recap today. We are really just talking about them damn cameos. So this week is another solid episode of Mandalorian. I enjoyed the action and the little chase scenes and the fighting stuff that happened here. And I really feel like they're going to figure out a way to circle back around to that original droid that we started off the season with and fixing him and repairing him. I'm figuring like that's the path that they're going down as it relates to Mando. As it relates to Bo-Katan, I do like the way that she kind of rolls with Mando into this planet. They meet Jack Black and Lizzo, which we're going to talk a lot about here. And ultimately, the end of the episode, skipping all the other stuff that happens, the end of the episode is the most significant, where we find a way that Bo-Katan ends up with a Darksaber. And I'm like, yes, finally, she has it. Now she can unite all the people who claim to follow any version of the Mandalorian creed because she holds the Darksaber. Good stuff. We've already seen her be capable with it when she saved Din Djarin when he was captured. So it's all good that now she has it. She has it the right way. They don't have to fight. And, you know, he's going to have a position of importance inside of her little situation that she cultivates. And I think, and this is just me guessing at this point, but I'm imagining that at this point in the story, we're going to see an exit of Bo-Katan and we're going to see growth of the Mandalorian tribe on that planet. And then we're going to see Mando go back to his original storyline of like exploring Mandalore and getting his droid repaired to send out before him so he can go and he can search and he can do some other things, him and young Grogu. So that's how I think things are going to go moving forward. But I really want to take the majority of this video and talk about those cameos. So before I actually watched the video, I saw someone online complaining. I think he said something along the lines of, there's cameos every week and it starts to feel like an episode of SNL. Like it's Saturday Night Live and this week's guest is so-and-so. And I just didn't feel that as I watched the episode. Now, I will say that I braced myself, you know, as I watched, I knew that it was Lizzo was one of the people who would be cameoing. And I thought to myself, oh goodness, I really hope that they don't bring Lizzo in to just be loud and ghetto and just be out of character for everything that's ever occurred inside Star Wars. That was my fear. My biggest fear was that they would bring someone in that would not adapt their style of behavior and just be a regular person that they plucked from 2022, 2023, 2024 of America, and then they placed them in the Star Wars universe. Like, I would hate to see that type of stuff. But Lizzo did fine. Jack Black did fine. I didn't know Jack Black was in it. I just knew of Lizzo cameoing, and again, just hearing her name and seeing people upset, I thought, oh, they're going to do the black stereotypes inside Star Wars. Please don't do that. They didn't do that. They put Jack Black and Lizzo as a married couple inside the Star Wars universe, and they acted their parts. Like, they did very well. I do get the fact that it could be distracting, but I also feel like, yo, do you want every single character to be an unknown? That's just not realistic. There are going to be people here that love Star Wars on the celebrity side, and they just want to be involved. And I like the fact that they are involving these people in minor little roles. We'll probably never see Jack Black or Lizzo or Mandalorian or any other Star Wars property again. And I'm fine with that. But I like how they showed up here and what they had to do. Lizzo was quite funny. Her little quick bonding moment she had with Grogu, like, just offer him some food and he's gonna be your friend like any other baby would. I get that Jack Black's presence and his delivery might have distracted some people, but like, yo, inside the Star Wars universe, he kind of conducts himself just like everyone else does inside the Star Wars universe. Like, he's a king or royalty, and he conducts himself like royalty. I was fine with it. I thought it was really cool. I sat up in my seat when I saw him, but no other cameo was more surprising and I felt more support for. Like, I was encouraged and engaged and excited by Christopher Lloyd. Oh man, just seeing him present I was very happy to see it. I'm glad that he was like involved. I like the little role that he played as kind of the crooked, the bad guy villain of the week. Even though he wasn't that villainous, he had pretty decent reason for doing what he was doing. He was a disciple of Count Dooku, and that was just a crazy, wild throwback that I was like, I wasn't expecting that name to be dropped this episode, but I'm glad that it was dropped and it was very, very cool. I liked it. I liked all the cameos. I like to see him pop up. And I remember like each season, there's a few people who pop up. My favorite cameo from, I think it was season 2, was Thundercat. Just showed up as a doctor. Didn't have any lines, had a crazy hand and such, but he showed up and he played his part. You know, the music was real Thundercat-esque in that moment. And I was like, yeah, this is appropriate for what we're doing. And I'm happy with it. But that's the question for this video. Did you feel the same about the cameos? Did the cameos take you out? When you saw Jack Black and Lizzo at that table, did you like, oh, what is this? Or were you like me and I was like, oh, Jack Black, oh, look at that. I never knew he was in it. I never knew. I was happy to see him. And Christopher Lloyd, when I saw him pop, I was like, oh my God, Christopher Lloyd, Back in the Future. Let's go. Let's go. Legend of Star Wars universe. I think we'll see more of this moving forward. Probably not every single week, but we'll probably see this throughout the live action run of Mandalorian and probably a few other properties. And I'm very much okay with it. But I would like to know your thoughts. If you've watched thus far, that's all I have for this video. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good. And don't forget to let us know in the comments.